All right, everyone. Nice teamwork again today. I'm going to go into what we're watching for tomorrow, or what I'm going to have on my watch list anyway. But let me throw this up there. We've got some new faces in chat again today. I want you to pause the video and read that if you are a new face. All right. It's a good explanation of what we're all about. I'm also going to throw this up there. The highlight today, I like to highlight at least one call from each day. This one is one of my favorites because it was my idea. I don't get to do that often. Usually I'm highlighting several members in chat great posts, but today is mine. And this explains it right here. Right? The first half hour of the day, I usually am just focused on finding the one, right? And once GPUS took out the pre-market high, a lot of times they run in pre-market and then they don't do anything after the open, right? And they're also real whippy after the opening bell, so I just don't want to get involved and get burned, right, by a rug pull or anything. So once this broke the pre-market high, that tells me, hey, this is strong enough to watch for the first pullback. Very clean 5-minute candle pullback. My idea was below 4. I looked for a whole number flush. VWAP was there. It's 5's buy zone. And so if you got it right there below 398 or something, this thing went nuts. It went higher than this, but this was a screenshot I took after the morning call and the run. So hope a lot of you got that with me today. That was a really, really nice one. And then let me just go into what we're watching for tomorrow. BCRX big breakout. Maybe worth having on a chart tomorrow. I just talked about GPUS. We're going to have that one on watch as well. IMMP, very strong today. BTU, kind of a sleeper. I'll put the horizontal line from the highs of April 9th. It was my anniversary, by the way. And it's right up again to those highs. Decent volume today. Could kind of break out of that range tomorrow. We'll see. FULC extended from the moving averages, obviously, but it did gap down today and then close at the high. So you have an inside day today. Still worth a look at, in my opinion. AEVA, this is kind of a sleeper also. It's kind of flagging here on the daily. So it could break out to new highs here. I'm not even sure how this caught my attention. I think I saw it. Yeah, maybe this volume spike today. I had a couple big volume spikes and then kind of put it on my radar, so I put it in my notes. Anyway, let's keep our eyes on that one. NCNA, big volume today and a pretty strong close. Last I saw it was selling off in after hours, so it might not even be a factor tomorrow. KODK, nice volume. This isn't a great looking chart, but I do like the volume, but especially if you were around today, this happened all at the end of the day, right? This big volume happened at the end of the day, and you can see it actually went higher in after hours. So it feels like something's up. I heard one of my news squawks post something about some regulation that could make things easier for Kodak. So anyway, it goes on watch. AGEN. Also, I was going to say, also kind of a sleeper. He had a pop here, and it's kind of flagging. But I like the volume on the big pop, and I like the way it's holding up. CEP, which is a crazy one, ran from whatever it was, 10 bucks to 59. Now you got 2 nasty days in a row. Does have some support in this area. I'm putting that on bounce watch tomorrow. And then UPWK in after hours, it's trading at 14.74. So I believe they had earnings. And if it's still gapping up to this area in the morning, we'll throw it on our gap playlist. And I'll see you guys in the pre-market. Hopefully some of you show up and help me build a gapper list as well. All right, have a great night. We'll see you in chat.